The teams are on the pitch and the referee gets the game underway. It's Vipers in the red and black taking on Kcca, unbeaten and table leaders at the moment in the yellow and blue, and getting straight into the attack in here. Vipers trying to smother the team very quickly here, catch them on the quick attack. Paul Wheeler gets to start off the ball, getting it up front here, nice twist and turn, getting it on to Brighton Lucani, scored on his last appearance here for the Vipers.
Captain has been benched. It's not very usual that the captain would be benched.
Well, on the attack, here comes Kcca busting through the ranks and a chance to take the lead in under 5 minutes. Kcca put the 2-year struggles behind them, and they're here to make sure they stay top of the table. A swift breakaway that left Vipers totally shocked here, and they put the ball into the back of the net. The Supremos of the club cheering them on. This is what they came up for. This is what Kcca needed. For the Venoms, I am not certain they saw that coming.
Oh, not at all. And I think that there was a bit of slackiness there from the Venoms defenders. You feel that there's been a bit of ball watching. They should have seen the warning signs right at the last-ditch interception that was made there earlier in the game. And again, you can see that reaction there. A bit of slackiness there by Siraj. Look at the positioning of C4, just not the right one. And Anaku, we all know how dangerous he is. He's a finisher, and he's one that will not let such an opportunity go passing. And that is an incredible finish and a good start for Kcca.
Sheer brilliance right out of the top drawer there from Sadat Anaku. The real way that he faked out Siraj's center move. For a moment, who had concerns for his safety. And then a twist, a turn, and a finish. Magnificent.
Kcca 3-2 in the 2017-18 season. It was a classic encounter here, and he scored twice. And he has a very good record against Kcca. Even last season, he scored one against him in that 2-1 win in Lupogo.
Innocent Wafula here with a marauding run on the wing here and manages to cross the ball in there. Beautiful, beautiful run from Innocent Wafula.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, that was a good run, and that's the kind of right back you want. The kind that goes into the attack and gives the team width and tries to create chances as well.
Back into play. Started off this game with a blistering pace. Oh, and the temperatures as well. They get a long ball up front. The flag stays down. Goalkeeper palms that one away. Davis Kcca somehow once again beat the offside trap, unleashed a shot and forced a save from Fabien. Again, the question we've been asking, 13 minutes of asking the same question. Where was the defense?
Yeah, that's true, and that's something that this Vipers side need to work on. I don't know what the coach is thinking about it, but they've given away so many chances already, and the fact that they're just one goal down seems to flatter them for me. I think that by now, Kcca would surely be 3 goals to the good, and that's a bit of the laxity in their defending. And I think the problem is largely where you see this and Gadiwango positioning himself. He just doesn't seem to close down the people that he's supposed to be marking, and the ball just gets behind him and into the space.
Corner brought in, headed away by Vipers up front, looking for support. Player goes down, Alan Kayua, and earns a free kick here for the Vipers. 0 for the Vipers, Kcca 1. Start times, Uganda Premier League. And we've already gone quarter way the season, so every point counts. And it's going to get even more intense as we get into this festive period, which means you might want to level up your TV experience with the Star Times Xmas Level Up. Now renew your Star Times monthly subscription today and enjoy free upgrade to the next bouquet on your Star Times decoder. And that's not all. When you buy a Star Times decoder or make a monthly subscription, you automatically enter the draw to win 200.
You never know in that kind of situation. You would have options, people to play it too. And that would easily have been an opportunity for Vipers to get back into this one.
It might be a prime time for Vipers to start considering how best to make their comeback from set pieces. They're getting quite a number of them here. As a corner is brought in, goalkeeper fumbles with the ball, but the referee says he was fouled. There was an infringement there by the skipper for the Venoms, Khalid Luadida.
Yeah, that's very true. And they scored 15 times. Today is the 16th. And Costa, that's almost equal to Vipers.
Well, a chance here, shot, but the goalkeeper saw that all the way from Arafat Usama. He managed to cover it pretty well. Now starting off the game once again for the Venoms. Long ball up front, looking for Milton Carissa, looks to beat his man with sheer pain. Venoms today. For the moment, they look fangless. The ball is played forward here, looking for Kcca. Manzoki beautifully beats his man. This could be a good breakaway. A through pass here for Milton Kcca. A chance, a cutback, and a goal! Beautiful team move! Beautiful sweeping team move from the Venoms. Kcca Manzoki starting it off with some sublime skills in the midfield. But how is that for communication with his teammate there in Milton Kcca? Played the ball through for a minute there. I was afraid Kcca may opt to go all the way, but drew in the markers, laid the ball through, and Kcca Manzoki making it very clear, no hitman, no problem. Kcca, the emperor, to the rescue.
Honestly, I don't know Milton Kcca for being such a calm figure, but that was a calm pass. But what a move. Kcca Manzoki, I was just talking about the lack of leadership in this Vipers side, but I think that Kcca Manzoki has defied me and shown the leadership that I expected to see from him by leading that attack, because that has all been orchestrated by him. The move was initiated by him, played it to Milton Kcca, but of course also Milton, very smart, and he's shown something that you feel that he doesn't normally show in his game. Today he has been very calm in that move, collected and just took the ball into his stride and took his man, dragged the defense and opened up the Kcca defense, split them apart, and very good goal by Vipers there.
Sweeping move, just a minute there, just looking at Milton Kcca, indicating exactly where he wanted the ball. Kcca Manzoki unselfishly putting it there for him with the outside of his boot. Milton Kcca knew he had 2 seconds to make up his mind, cut the ball back. As a gentleman, sit back, pop up in a few Pilsner lagers, because they are the official beer brand.
People, but it's really been a no-show.
Well, there's a free kick here, coming in for this one once again. Decent attempt there from Vincent Galiwango. It just went high, did not come down in time. Not exactly a very good effort.
Yeah, not exactly a good effort. I just don't think that while he beat the wall, he just enforced the goalkeeper into any save, and that's not.
As a cross is bent in, but headed away. Vipers now losing possession once again and stealing the thunder as the goalkeeper saves the ball. And Fabian is right to be livid with his defenders. They're giving way too much space. They're being carved way too easily. That was hot knife right through butter. Catastrophic defending from this Vipers side. They should be ashamed.
Yeah, Paul Wheeler, I just thought that was a very clumsy pass. You can't play it in infield when you're right there outside your box. That's a football rule, that when the ball is just right there, you've got to play it outside.
Ball whipped in, headed away from this Vipers side. They should be ashamed.
Yeah, Paul Wheeler, I just thought that was a very clumsy pass. You can't play it in infield when you're right there outside your box. That's a football rule, that when the ball is just right there, you've got to play it outside.
Ball whipped in, headed away from the defense. Khalid Luwadida standing strong. Fabian is furious with his defenders. And again, rightly so, poor marking. I do dare say, for all his excellence in defending, maybe chance to carve this one in. And Fabian dropped the ball, but managed to pick it up there. 5 minutes left to play. It is still Vipers 1, Kcca 1, and Kobil and Delta fuel stations are now Rubis with a new energy to fuel your needs, and with a large network of stations all across the country. Go ahead, make the game now. Vipers pick up possession. Sliding challenge, player brought down. Referee gives a free kick and a yellow. Loses the sting as it gets there. Now they try to launch a quick ball first time. Sadat, Happy Anaku. But Paul Wheeler gives the ball away again as they try to race forward. How many mistakes will Paul Wheeler make in one half of the game before he actually is taken out of the line of fire?
I just don't understand what's happening. The lack of communication between these Vipers players has looked really extraordinary for me. I've not seen them disorganized at the back, and it's just poor communication there between these players, and I just don't understand it.
Paul Wheeler actually urging Bobosi to let the ball be, and then he lets it go as well. Catastrophic defending. Well, don't make a catastrophe.
And they can't get out, and that's probably something that they've been talking about at halftime.
Ball brought through. Now on to the wing. A chance coming up for Mugume! Unstoppable! Unstoppable! That is right out of the top drawer. That is a highlight reel. That is how you take the lead once again. Yassa Mugerwa comes on as a substitute, and in less than 5 minutes has Fabien Mutobora paying a visit to the back of his net to pick up the ball. The Kcca boys are intent on taking out trash tonight, and they retake the lead right here at the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende. Kcca 2, Vipers 1.
That was very good goal there, and the pass there, very good one. Look at Wafula, just plays it in deep outside the penalty area, just finds Mugera unmarked, and that's been the problem of this Vipers team. Where is the holding midfielder? And you feel that Watambala comes in late. You feel that also somebody else who's supposed to be playing there and to try and guard against those shots coming in from outside the area has left on job, and I feel that Watambala needed to mark Yassa Mugera there, and he didn't, and it was a free hit. Very good technique, very good take, and a very good goal by Yassa Mugera. Well deserved for Kcca.
Beautifully laid pass, invited to the party, and left totally unmarked by the defense. It looks like the roll we had on the way to the dressing room has had no effect on the defense. And right there in the corner, Ibrahim Orid just knows what they're up against. That defense has become a real chink in their armor. Nice stand there from Bobosi. Getting it on Siraje Sentamu. Now Aziz Kayondo has the beating of the defenders. Cuts the ball in, a chance, and the ball is blocked here. Appeals for a handball. Referee says no can do, as Kcca get away with it right there. And now launch a low ball up front, looking for Charles Luanga Neymar. Manages to control the ball. Now racing forward, holding on to the ball. Nice touch in here. Vipers want to strike the iron while it's still hot. And ultimately the referee pauses the game to have medical attention to one of the Kcca lads who's lying on the ground. But that was some sublime save from the defense for Kcca. A telling difference between them and Vipers. Their defense is throwing it all on the line to keep them at bay. Someone there having it flash in his face. I think it was Habat Achai.
Yeah, that was good defending there. Positioned himself right in front of the man striking the ball, and didn't give him any look onto his goal. And that was well good. If you look at even the lineup as it is this afternoon, they've had even the veteran Joseph Bukenya as well.
Well, here comes a breakaway. Sadat Hapianaku gets the beating of the defense and puts the ball wide. Kcca are unable to convert that chance. Vipers survive by the skin of their teeth, but by not any of their own means. Again, dastardly defending.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand. They just can't keep up the pace of Sadat Anaku. Somehow, in either of them, not even Aziz Kayondo, whom you feel that is such a speedster, he just couldn't keep up with the pace of Sadat Anaku, and they've been caught on the break quite so often, and that is something of concern. I'm sure that they will need to work on when they return to the training ground.
Let's see what happens here. Wanted a penalty there, referee. That was Sadat Hapianaku getting it on, looking for a touch 1-2. Now keeping the move, still running through and looking for a chance to get there, but just could not get to the ball in time. Beautiful move there. Some excellent ball control here in that midfield, but ultimately losing the ball from Charles Luanga Neymar. And now Cesar Manzoki looking for the far post. Easily headed away. Bobosi will go for a shot! Hits the upright! That ball crosses the line! Thunderbolt! Thunderbolt from the best player! According to the FIFA awards, Bobosi Byaruhanga with a trademark strike! That is how you remind everybody of your quality. That is how you remind everybody that you can be unstoppable. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Bobosi Byaruhanga.
Of course, like I said a short while ago, Vipers needed a rabbit out of the hat, and I feel that that is the kind of goal that could only be as decisive as that one, and that's exactly what Bobosi has done, scoring a goal that you feel that was out of the blue, and it needed a moment of magic because they seem to have failed to break down the Kcca defense. I'm not sure about what's going on there. The Kcca players just don't seem to be satisfied about Kcca and his decision, but we'll have to watch the replay there. Let's see as the ball comes in whether actually Kcca was actually right. Oh yes, he was spot on. It's a goal, no question about that. Kcca can't complain. That was a goal, and it's a screamer, a wonderful strike by Bobo Sibaruhanga, but that's what he's made of.
Well, I did say in a few minutes we looked like we would be in